Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the return of FIFA 20 on this channel. Newcastle won the straw poll pretty comfortably in the end. I'm not surprised by it. Big club, huge fan base. I'm actually quite happy that Newcastle won the straw poll, but we've got a lot of work to do. I did think about adjusting the budgets with this whole takeover thing and giving us a shed load of cash. But I decided against it. I really want to work for success here and bring it back to St James's Park like it was in the early 90s, the late 90s. They were a huge club up there competing for the title under Kevin Keegan. So that was good. That's where we want to be. That's what we're aiming for. You can see the kits there. Big fan of the kit. St James's Park is banging. We're going to have a budget of 23.9 million. So probably going to have to offset some players, offload some players to add to that budget. But domestic success is a low priority and continental success is a low priority. What the board want is brand exposure and high financial gain. Obviously, Mike Ashley, we know he's a money man. Not the greatest owner in football history, but it is what it is. So Newcastle United, they're the club that we are going to be taking forward. The next question I have to ask you guys is, do we do it on Legendary or do we do it on Ultimate? I've not played FIFA for a while. Let me know in the chat. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will start on Ultimate. A lot of people in the chat want Ultimate. We'll do the pre-season tournament. If Ultimate is too much, I'll drop it down to Legendary. But I love a challenge. You guys know me. In terms of the pre-season tournament, I know friendlies aren't everybody's cup of tea. So I will only show you the very key highlights from those games. And when we get into competitive games, the highlights will be extended. Right, first order of business. As always, pre-season tournament invites. It's pre-season, so all I care about is money. So we're going to go with the European International Cup, because that's the one with the biggest prize money. Not that we're going to win it, but we'll give it a good go. Emails. Yes, we're in the International Cup. Shirt sales. Merchandising is an important source of income for the club. They've set us that goal. We all know about those goals. Go away. I can't influence that. Maybe a bit of success will influence that, but it's not my priority. Transfer market's open. Yes, we know. Let's check out the objectives. So they want to reach the round of 16 for the FA Cup. Fine. Doable, as long as the draw is favourable. Finish mid-table. I'm okay with that. Mid-table, just like, I consider mid-table anywhere from like 14th to 8th, somewhere around that. Obviously 10th technically is mid-table, but once you go above that, you start going into European places. Once you're below that, you're looking at a real relegation battle. Youth development, grow an academy player by at least 5 overall points. We're going to have to do that because we haven't got a great budget. Continental success, there is none because we're not in Europe at the moment. We will get there. And what they consider domestic success, we already know, but they want at least £27 million of profit at the end of the first transfer window. I can tell you now, that is not going to happen. We've got to improve this squad. So this is what we're dealing with at the moment. We've got Dubravka, main goalkeeper, number 1. Woodman, Elliott, Darlow. Lots of options, don't need all those options. Rob Elliott, his contract's expiring, it will be his last season with us. So what I'm going to do is add him to the transfer list just to see if we can get a little bit of moolah before he leaves. Carl Darlow will obviously be the backup goalkeeper. We then got Willems and Matt Ritchie, capable of playing at left back. Probably prefer Willems, he's the more natural left wing back, I think. And Ritchie I prefer in midfield. We've got Lazar, who's out on loan. Danny Rose, of course, on loan to us. Big important player. Maybe he'll play instead of Willems. I don't know what formation we're going to play yet. And then we've got Liam Gibson, the youngster. Watts on loan at Mansfield. Lejeune, whatever you want to pronounce it. I quite like him. Floriani's not too bad. Paul Dummett, Newcastle legend. Don't care what you say. Kieran Clark. Fabian Schär. Federico Fernandez and Jamal Lascelles. Lots of centre-backs, but not the greatest in terms of quality, I think you'll agree. So maybe we might have to look at bringing in another centre-back. We'll see. In terms of right-backs, Manquillo and Yedlin and Lazaro are going to be the options there. Isaac Hayden and Jack Colback, holding midfielders. Jack Colback, 66 rated. I mean, we need a little bit more than that in terms of legs in midfield. We've got St Maximum, who I like. He's going to play wide on the left, most likely. Can play as a striker as well. Christian Atsu, who is quick, former Chelsea man, I do believe. And then you've got Nabil Bentilev, Matty and Sean Longstaff in midfield. Come on, Matty. The shame it's like, just looks horrendous. But Matty Longstaff, absolute legend. John Joe Shelby, Voldemort. He's going to be the playmaker. He'll probably be key for this team, if I'm being really honest with you. And we've got Daniel Barlaser out on loan at Rotherham. Probably butchered his name, but who cares? Saive, Almiron, who's going to be key for us. His pace, his creativity. You've got Rolando Aarons out at Motherwell. You've got Jacob Murphy on loan at Sheffield Wednesday. Joel Linton, Sorensen, Dwight Gale, Muto, Andy Carroll as the strikers. Don't know about you, I would like to bring in a better striker than that. Someone that's going to be that sort of Alan Shearer figure here at St James's Park that we can rely on for goals, 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 and more goals. Right, so what we've done, using everybody's suggestions in the chat and some of my own, we've made a little shortlist of players that we could potentially bring in, focusing mainly on younger players that are showing good potential so we can build this Newcastle squad up. But Nathan Ake, only 24, his experience at Premier League level could come in and really give us a spine to the team. The only issue I've got with him is he's not the tallest. Jurgen Damm, Harry Winks, obviously another player that could come in that spine of the team and we could build the team around him, but we've got to try and lure him away from Spurs and that is not going to be easy. Dwight McNeil, talented youngster at Burnley. Todd Cantwell, very similar player at Norwich. Then we've got Rabi Matundo. Jesse Lingard, we could rescue from Man United. Not good enough for them maybe. Definitely good enough for us here at Newcastle at the moment. Jonathan David out in Ghent, showing some promise. We've got Christian Porto from Real Sociedad, already 83 rated, so he's what I would describe as the sort of finished article. Could come in and do a job straight away. As could Callum Wilson, should we go for him. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, bit similar, bit younger, not quite as reliable in terms of a scoring record, but plenty of promise. Paco Alcacer, feels like he's been around forever, only 25, obviously been at Valencia, been at Barcelona, so been around quality players. We could bring him in, he's got a decent weak foot as well. And then other suggestions, Ezequiel Avila, Manuel Dennis, Boadu or Boadu, not sure how you say it, Doniel Malin, Alfredo Morelos, Troy Parrott, obviously a lot of you will know him, Tottenham fans especially, Martinelli, one for you Arsenal fans, and Harvey Barnes. That's the shortlist so far. We're not going to have the money to go after all of those guys, so we're going to have to pick and choose very carefully. But who should we prioritise first? Let's get started. We're going in for him. Marlin, straight away. First order of business. Let's do it. I'm going to go in with quite a lowball offer of 8.5 mil. I should have waited for the scout report or swapped him with Muto. People are, yeah, it's not a bad shout. You know. I said it was a lowball offer. See you later. Thanks for flying in. Off you pop. Right, first game of this career mode. And it is obviously a friendly. So like I said at the beginning, the highlights will be shorter than they would in a normal game. I'll only show you the very, very key happenings of this. And I'll show you the starting 11 that we've decided as well, just so you know roughly what formation we're playing. It's a 4-2-3-1. Andy Carroll, head of the attack. We've got St Maximum Almiron and Joel Linton behind him, just getting all my best attacking players on the pitch, basically. Shelvey and Longstaff, that's Matty Longstaff in midfield. Manquillo, Lascelles, Shah, Rose and Dubravka. If I was to start in a Premier League game tomorrow, that would be the squad I'd go with. Obviously, I'm hoping to improve that before we get down to the competition. The reason I'm playing these friendlies, obviously, is just to test the ultimate difficulty as well. It might be too much for me. Might be a bit rusty. We've done all our previous career modes on Legendary. Oh my God, he's quick. All of our previous career modes on Legendary. So ultimate might be a step too far. But Wolfsburg will be a tough test. They're probably slightly better than we are in terms of ability as a squad. That's a nice touch. We'll get into that second ball though. Goal kick. Is that going to go out? No, he's kept it in. Dubravka will get there though. Dude, this is going to be tough. Get up. Off the line by Danny Rose. That is big. Oh, that pass. Ball out wide. Cross comes in. Head of the way again by Rose. Blocked by Shah. Bodies on the line. Defending valiantly. We're going to escape with possession. Hopefully we can keep it for more than 2 seconds, which we cannot do. This will be pure banter. Mate, this is so hard when they're attacking, but I love it. Remember how hard Pez was last season? What a ball, by the way, and what a save from Dubravka. They're tearing us apart. I'll tell you what, this is sick play. Oh, the flag's gone up. Run at his man, not just... Oh, that's delightful. Danny Rose going all the way here. Danny Rose from left back. Danny Rose, he's dragged it wide. Should have squared it. Oh, he's done me. Cross comes into the back stick. Head of the way. Danny Rose. What is that for a clearance? Oh, Dubravka. Don't do that, mate. Don't do that ever again. Otherwise, I will just buy a new goalkeeper. Corner. Driven in. We've got height in the box. There's a header down. And it's scooped in. Danny Rose gives us the lead 6 minutes before half-time. Have that. Who would have thought? If you was a betting man, the last person you'd bet on scoring the opener in this career mode would be Danny Rose. It was headed down. He blocked it. It was going in anyway. He's stolen that. Went flying in. Oh, bugger. I've been caught. Dubravka. Oh, that's pathetic. What a way to concede. We were only ahead for 5 minutes. Pacing around in midfield with possession. Far too casual. But can we just have a word with the finish, by the way? Absolute rocket. Half-time whistle. So far, so good. 1-1. We could have avoided that goal as well, the one we just conceded. No changes as we head into the second half. Just that formation change to a 4-4-2. Push Almiron up top with Carroll. The only problem is I did like the space we were getting out wide. So in terms of the formation, I actually dig it. Just trying to pass that on first time. Couldn't get the pass off. No. Dubravka. Doesn't fill me with much confidence at the moment, Dubravka. I know he's a decent keeper. Flag's gone up. Uh-oh. Out. No. Oh! What a header. What a header. It's 2-1 Wolfsburg. How has that gone into the top corner? I was like, that's fine. I thought the cross was poor. Thought we were going to head it away. We've waited. He's run and met it. That is a sick goal. Long stuff. That's a good ball. Kick on. Keep going Almiron. Keep going Almiron. Here he is. He's quick. It's Manquillo anyway. Cut it back. There it is. Touch. Finish Longstaff. He took so long to hit that. So long. Full-time whistle has gone. It's finished Newcastle 1, Wolfsburg 2. Things we've learned from that friendly. Danny Rose scores goals, and he actually played quite well. But ultimate difficulty is okay. Defending is hard, but we can create some good passages of play. We can create chances and score goals. So I'm all right with it. I'm okay. You'd probably expect Wolfsburg to narrowly edge Newcastle out of the game at the moment, given the current squad. So that's a fair result, I think. Right, second game of pre-season. We take on Frankfurt at the Bayer Arena in Germany. So already I feel like the away team. A couple of changes. Richie comes in. Almiron moves to Cam. Joel Linton starts up top instead of Andy Carroll. Sean Longstaff starts in midfield. Fernandez in for Shah and Willems in for Danny Rose. That's it. It's only a friendly. Just looking at some people. Almiron I think will be decent for us as well. Come on, Joel Linton. Surely you're stronger than that. Look at the speed at which these players turn. Shelby. Joel Linton. Nice 1-2 with Almiron. Joel Linton might just let fly. Ooh, I don't know how close that was. Hard to tell. On the move, apparently. Thomas Partey going to Man City. Lascelles taking that. I'm going to take the piss out of me. There, are you? Here we go. Richie, go on, boy. Need runners. There is a runner. Play it on one more to Joel Linton. Play it on one more. It's the ultimate sweat. St. Maximum scores. 33 minutes in. Is he onside? No, he's not. I should have finished it. One pass too many. Must have been tight. It must have been tight. Cut back. Oh, it's a lovely turn. Should have put it into the box. Might go all the way on his own here, Richie. Might go all the way on his own. Oh, just played it across goal. There's nobody there. It was kind of like a half shot, half cross. Didn't know what to do with it. Right, a couple of changes at the break. Back to the 4-4-2 formation. I want to have another little look at that. Andy Carroll comes on up top. Ouch. In place of Longstaff. And I brought someone else on and I've completely forgot. Bentaleb comes in midfield as well. What comes into the near post. Dubravka. Mate, honestly, this guy scaring me massively. Go on, Andy. We know he's left-footed. That's a foul. Is that in the box or out the box? Andy himself is going to be the man to take it. Come on, Andy. Get in, Andy Carroll. Whips it into the corner. Decent penalty for a left-footer. Not that left-footers can't take penalty, but it's hard to whip it in that side netting. It was almost Van Nistelrooy-esque. Keeper didn't move. Andy Carroll comes on, wins the penalty, takes the penalty, and scores the penalty. Chandler on the move. Cross comes into back stick. Dubravka, will you catch anything? John Joe. Oh, what a pass. So Maximum lays it back to Bentaleb. We've got runners. Andy Carroll is one of them. Here he is. He's not going to get there. He is going to get there. He's going to battle all by himself. Like a big boy. See that pronunciation there? Get out. Let's get this out, lads. Stop messing around. Stop messing around. That's Dost. How has they squeezed that through those gaps? How? Not much of a celebration going on either, is there? Looks like an earthquake more than anything. Wow. 2 goals in 2 minutes. How about that? Just onside. Just. Good finish though. Tell you what, some maximum could be in here. Sprint, lad. Sprint. We can snatch a draw right at the death. Oh, I've tried to dink it over trap. I overran that slightly. Full-time whistle goes. We should have got something from that game. Conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes and then had a glorious chance at the end. That was unlucky. Another player. PSV are going for him. Myron Bodu. 13.6 mil. I've got to get someone in. Right, we're going back in. Marlen. The guy we wanted originally. Number 1 target. I'm not going to lowball them this time. I'm going to go in with £11.5 million. I really hope this is going to be at least room for negotiation. It is low, but we consider accepting 16.7. They want a sell-on clause as well. You're not going to get 16.7, but I will up it. I will up it. I'm going to offer 13 million and a 5% sell-on clause. I do like these cutscenes. It is a nice touch, this negotiation stuff. 14.8. They've come down a bit, but they want 20%. You're not having it. You're not having it, because if it don't work out, we are going to ship him off. 14 mil and 5%. Take it now. It's going to take some time to think about it. Okay, you do that. Hurry up though. So you can see we are negotiating with Manchester United over a possible deal for Jesse Lingard. His current value is 10 mil. We know that. I'm going to go in with 8.5. Just because he can play in a couple of positions. One of them being the cam role, which we need. And also wide on the right as well. Don't know if he's surplus to requirements at United. Don't know whether they're going to be willing to listen to this kind of offer, but we'll see. They want 8.9 and 5%. I'm alright with that. That's fine for Jesse Lingard. I think that's a little bit of a steal, if I'm being honest with you, considering the state of our current squad at the moment. Let's match that, and let's get talking to Jay Lings. Sit down, time for tea. Come on, Jesse, do the right thing. Join the tune. £58,000 a week, and wants a signing bonus of nearly £500,000, but then wants an extra £250,000 after just 5 appearances. I'm alright with the... It's the bonus I'm not okay with. You can have it after 25 appearances, lad. How about we up that to 60 and see if that little bonus disappears. We'll take that down to 500,000. What do you reckon about that? Let's submit that offer. 60 grand a week. Important first team player. 3-year contract. £500,000 signing on fee. And just over £250,000 after he makes 25 appearances for us this season. It's not quite what he was hoping for, but he is eager to join the club and will accept. Jesse Lingard, welcome to Newcastle. Trying to negotiate this deal with Cantwell. So it's Atsu and 3.75 million with a little bit of a sell-on clause to try and bring Todd Cantwell here. He's not the main target. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Right, final game, final group stage game of the European International Cup. We're trying to 4-3-3 out today. Playing Turkish club Basaksehir. Pronunciation all over the show, but 4-3-3. Shelby and the Longstaffs in midfield. St Maximum, Joel Linton and Almiron as a front 3. Muto on the bench. Might get the chance to have a quick look at him today. Elliot. Oh, what a block from Danny Rose. Couldn't block it a second time, and it's Gökhan Inler who gives the Turkish side the lead inside 5 minutes. It's a nightmare start. An absolute nightmare start. It's a good block initially. Dubravka was still on the floor really. Got beaten at his near post. Oh no, it's a great ball. Could be 2-0. Oh, I thought I scored an OG. Decent save from Dubravka. Get out to him. Oh, Elia, that is delightful. In there again. Oh, they've found a way through. And Dubravka's been beaten for the second time. 18 minutes gone. We're 2 down. This is a nightmare. This is the worst we've played. What a pass that is, by the way. Cross comes in. It's going to be 3. It's 3. 26 minutes in. We're falling apart today. Don't know what's going on. Oh, that's nice play. Still could be 4. Still could be 4. Mankio's in there. Doesn't get it clear. Ball's just bouncing around like a pinball. Half hour gone. 4-0 down. He's done a little Ronaldo celebration as well. Surely not 5. That's undefendable. That is undefendable. It is 5-0. I said at the beginning I would start this career mode on Ultimate, and if you guys wanted me to drop it down to Legendary, I would do. There is a poll at the top on one of the cards. If you want me to do that, just considering we're 5-0 down at half time, have a vote on the poll. If you want me to keep it on Ultimate, I'm happy to do so. This game, for some reason, seems 10 times harder than the others. We were well we were very competitive in those other games. This one, we've just been battered. 5-0 down at the break. Ball is played in. There's the header. Oh, it's good. It's good from Joel Linton. Gets himself off the mark in this series. Bullet header. All we've done in the second half is change the formation. Nothing else. And already, we seem like a completely different side. Bosh. Here's John Joe Shelby. Go on, John Joe. There's the ball. Oh, he's offside. Oh, he's done me. Oh, have that. Get down. What a challenge. Oh, pick that out. Right in the top corner. 6-1. Here's St. Maximum. Lays it off. Andy Carroll's going through. We know he's left-footed. How's that not a pen? And why are you not going down? Go on, you're quick. You are quick. You're very quick. You're really quick. Can you finish this off, though, at the end of this? No, you're going to cut it back, though, to Joel Linton, who will finish it off. 6-2. What an incredibly high-scoring game. It's a decent little composed finish as well, but all the credit to Almiron. We're winning the second half 2-1, boys. Go on, Andy. Oh, good save. We've been so much better in this second half. Maybe it was just the formation, literally. Full time, 6-2. The less said about that game, the better. So, Marlen, they've come back and said they now want 17.4 for him, which is more than what they originally asked for when we were negotiating. So, back we go. 14.5 million, and that is my final offer. That's it. Get out if you don't accept this. Alright, 15. 15 is my real final offer, but they don't know that yet. Oh, okay, fine. They've accepted 14.5. Fine. At last. At last. Doniel Marlen. We're going to negotiate with you, boy. Back at the same table, at the same restaurant. Just a different player and a different agent. Same dish as well. Fillet steak. Medium. He wants a 5-year deal. That's fine because he's young. What are you drinking with the steak? Oh, a nice Merlot. Glass of red. I'm a red wine guy. You have an online membership to a red wine place and everything. I'm going to start here. 25 and a 100k signing bonus. I hope that doesn't offend him. So we're offering Marlen 25 grand a week and £100,000 as a signing bonus. I have no idea if that's roughly what he's looking for. Seems to be 25 grand a week. Doesn't seem like a lot. Over 5 years as well, we've locked that down. Doniel Marlen, welcome to the toon. Fillet steak. This time I've ordered it rare because I think it's going to be bad news. Right, we don't have any transfer budget left, but we could do a little budget adjustment. I don't know if it's going to give us the 3.75 million that we need for Cantwell, but I would quite like to bring him in. He would be a rotation player here, nothing more. We've got St. Maximum. He wants to be an important player and play in most matches. You're not going to get that at Newcastle, Todd. It's not going to happen, mate. I'm afraid we're backing out of these negotiations because I just don't want unhappy players. He'd be a good player to have, but it just can't happen. I can't promise him that role. It's all done. No Todd Cantwell. Right then, boys and girls, that is going to bring us to a close of episode 1 of this FIFA 20 Newcastle career mode. 2 new signings. Happy with that. We've got Doniel Marlen and Jesse Lingard coming in from Man United. We know Lingard can do a job in the Premier League. I know he's probably not everyone's favourite signing, a bit unorthodox, but he can come in and he can do a job and he can improve the squad literally immediately. He can play in a couple of positions as well. And Marlin apparently is an absolute beast on FIFA. Looking forward to see what he can do. Thomas Partey did complete that move to Manchester City, as you can see in the bottom there. So lots to do, lots for us to work on. Don't forget to vote on the difficulty poll at the top of the page as well. See if we want to lower it to legendary or give it a go in a competitive game on Ultimate. But that's where we're going to end it, folks. Drop a like if you're hyped. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.